Darkness sweeps the troubled land. As Mana's power fades, people await a hero who will wield the sword. Excalibur, Herald, Gigas. The blade has had many names, for it has been celebrated in myths and legends throughout time. But all of these speak to just one weapon, the Sword of Mana.
Hello and welcome. My name is Daffy Roth and this is Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So this game was released August 6th of 1993, making this its 30th anniversary. I'm currently playing Chrysalis for the NES, and these will be going up side by side. And what boggles my mind is that only 3 years separate these two titles, with Chrysalis having been released in April of 1990. And what a difference 3 years make, at least in the 90s. I mean, today it's like a game comes out that 3 years ago is pretty much the same as it is today. Look at Call of Duty, look at Madden, look, there's just not these kind of, I guess, like looking at it, and granted, we are talking about two different generations. The Nintendo being an 8-bit system and the SNES being a 16-bit system, but still, like, this is a pretty big, change between the two. But what's pretty cool is that, to my knowledge, I'm not aware of any other game that is similar to Chrysalis, in that, you have the weapon, you can have the different kinds of weapons, you could charge up the weapon, you get the levels 1, 2, and 3, just like Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore. I mean, for the most part, the mainstay of the Mana series itself. So, if I'm wrong, feel free to comment in the comments down below, but I'm not aware of any Nintendo game other than Chrysalis that has that kind of gameplay loop. And Secret of Mana and the two are similar related in that aspect. Similar story, similar gameplay loop. And it's really cool to see how Secret of Mana, and while the two games aren't related in any way, two different companies, as far as I don't think SNK is related to Square at all. But what a difference those 3 years make. It's just crazy to me. And the 90s was just, the 80s and 90s were just a magical time for gaming. And honestly, the Super Nintendo is perhaps my favorite system of all time. There's just so many good memories. To me, they're just works of art. So this was also the game that I rented the most at Blockbuster. It being the 80s and 90s. I mean, the only other games that come even close are going to be Super Mario RPG, Super Metroid, and Simant. You can laugh, but Simant's an amazing game. And there were 4 of us. And Mom always made us get 2-player games, and I was able to convince her that Secret of Mana was not just a 2-player game, but 3 of us can play at the same time, providing that we had a multi-tap. Of course, we didn't have it, and come to think of it, I'm not really aware of any other game that I've ever played on the SNES that actually was capable with a multi-tap. But obviously, I never played with any of I was selfish reasons. I just wanted to play Secret of Mana. I was the RPG guy. And renting the game was a game in and of itself. There were multiple copies, obviously. You had to hope to get the same or one, at least or one, uh, or you'd have to start over. So if you didn't get the same cart, you'd have to start over, and and it's just one of those things. I hated saving over people's games. Like if I rented, say, Zelda, right, Link to the Past, I'd always choose one where somebody didn't even get very far, like maybe 3 hearts, right, just at the very start of the game. And I would always, I started to learn to save in the last slot, because that's usually the one that doesn't get to leave. It's usually always the top ones that do. And yeah, it was just an awesome time. And despite having rented this many times, many times, having to restart the game over many times, I never actually finished it. So, and over the years, I've started it and never finished it. So, and as I'm sure you're all aware, there was a remake a couple years ago. Has updated graphics and some gameplay changes, but I really wanted to dive into the original. And with the request for the game on the table and it turning 30 this year, now's the time. So, without further ado, this was a long-winded intro, but I just really want to emphasize like how great of a game this really is. It's 30 years old, still holds up to today, and the memories that are associated with this kind of content, at least for me. So, this was a good time in my life, despite the crap that was going on and behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like there was a lot of this was my escape. So without further ado, let's dive into it, shall we? All right. So we are going to use the original names for the characters. And for the boy, his name is Randy. I prefer Rand, but we're going to go with Randy. And then we'll also name the girl and the sprites their names when we come to it. So, all right, well, let's start the journey.
Using the power of mana, a civilization had grown strong. In time, mana was used to create the ultimate weapon, the Mana Fortress. This angered the gods. They sent their beasts to destroy the fortress. A violent war rocked the world, and mana seemed to disappear. Before all was lost, a hero with the mana sword smashed the fortress. Though the civilization had been destroyed, the world was peaceful again. But time flows like a river, and history repeats.
Hey, guys, wait up. Ah! Shush, be quiet. The elder will find us here and he'll be mad. Yeah, we're not supposed to be here. There's a ghost around. Ha! Do you really believe that? People say that to scare us. But I did hear Grandma say something about a shiny object near the falls. That must be some kind of treasure, but we have to find it. Help! I'm falling! Ah! Ah! Ouch. No way to get back up. Now what am I gonna do? Alright, so, this is like my 10th time trying to record this, and it has nothing to do with the game. It has everything to do with my recording software and the fact that my noise cancellation software is completely overzealous and cancels out some of the words, like shh. You probably heard it cut off there. As well as some other things. So I'm just gonna say fuck it and just go with what we got. So I'm tired of trying to mess with it, and you know, I guess we'll see what happens. I was gonna try to do something with AI voiceover. I think I just abandoned that. Aside from the intro there, I think that's gonna be it, because it's a lot of work, it's time consuming, which I don't mind doing, but in the actual implementation of it, it just doesn't sound right, I guess. I don't know. And then third and finally, I decided to go with Rand, because Randy I don't know. Rand is just better, and because I like the Wheel of Time. So the novels, the series is okay, I guess, but the novels. And yeah, and I feel like the name is a little bit more fitting anyways, but the other names will remain the same. So, but yeah, with that being said, let's get to it. And Rand, huh? Well, the village is this way. I'm gonna have to find something to cut through. Brand, remove the sword. Who are you? And what's this sword doing here? Huh? Ow. That light, so bright I can't see. Ah! A ghost! Rand, it is I who asked. The sword. Uh-huh. Say what? You mean this sword? No, the other one. The brilliant light was gone in an instant. I have to get back. Alright, so first things first. We need to change that. Oh yeah, one more thing. Alright, put this up. Alright. Did that stay? There we go. That's really for later, but yeah, we'll go with that for now. So my normal tendency here is to... Whoa! What's a rabbi doing in a place like this? No matter, I will slay it. Alright, so as I was stating, what my general tendency here is to grind to level 5. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go straight through for time's sake, and it's not super necessary, so... Also, I don't know if you noticed, but when we do attack, the one of the overlays for the music kind of cuts out, and at first I thought that was a bug with the emulation, but I did some research, and apparently that is consistent even with the cart for the actual Nintendo Super NES. So did you see that, Brand? A minute ago, something lit up the sky near the falls. I have a real bad feeling about this. Hey, Brand, stop playing with that sword before you hurt someone. It'll poke your eye out. Brad, on an errand for the Elder, best hurry along. What'll it be? Let's see what you got. See, the downside to not grinding is we don't have enough money for the bandana, but it's not super necessary at this point in time, so not worried about it. Just seeing ya, we'll buy it later. He's stuck in the corner. Brand, the Elder was looking for you. What did you do this time? Jeez. One night is 5 GP. Wanna stay? No, I live here. But yes, I will stay. Monsters have surrounded the village. Something's wrong. We better stay inside. You mean the rabbites? You're worried about the rabbites? There's a strange guy in here. He looks kind of scary. Oh, it's you, Rand. Elliot was pale and about to faint. What happened? Well, you see, I found the sword. You don't care. You're just dancing. That guy seems to be a knight from somewhere. What's he doing here? That's a good question. Rand, do not hurt. They just told me what happened. I thought you were a goner. I told you it was stupid to bring someone like him along. You idiots. Weren't you told not to go there? Huh? Rand, what is that you have? Oh no. It couldn't be. Cool. Did you find the treasure? Way to go. What have you done? How could you have pulled out the mana sword? It's impossible. The mana sword? Legend has it that our village is finished. If the sword is removed, and here it is. It is said that the mana sword has been protecting our village from disaster. So, that's it. That's why all the monsters are attacking us now. How could an outsider like you yank out this sword and bring doom to us all? Hey, stop it. You did it. It's your fault. You. Please stop. Wow, earthquake. Had too much candy, eh there, Glump? Monster! You have a sword, don't you? Use it! Hey, can you hear me? Watch how the monster moves before attacking. Ooh, hey, look at that, I whacked the mantis ant. Damn it, he blocked me. Fucking hell. Usually he blocks that. I heard him getting up. Let me walk away from that explosion. Way to go. Got the sword's orb. You did it. Wait there, I'll pull you up. Wow. That appears to be the real mana sword. Huh? What? It is supposed to be pulled out by a knight in times of great trouble. Problem is, you're too young. Something must have happened to the mana sword. Well, here it's yours. I don't want it. Sorry, but the sword is losing its power and must be re-energized. Only the person who pulled it free can do that. What should I do? Visit Sage Luca in the Water Palace. She's been protecting these lands for over 200 years. Listen to her advice. And the elder wants you in his house. Well, I have to be off. Oh, my name is Gemma. And I'll wait for you inside the Water Palace. Elder, we can't go on like this. Yeah, there's no relief in sight. Oh, Rand. You've really done it to me this time. The reason why monsters have appeared is because you removed the sword. It's settled. We can't let Rand stay in the village anymore. If we do, more monsters will come after him. Go. Get out of here. Yeah, on your way now. I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the village. You can take what's in the treasure chest downstairs. So, that's why I felt something awful was going to happen. I feel sad, but there's nothing I can do. It's your fault. We're in danger as long as you're here. Please leave. Use the southeast exit. Go now before something else happens. I mean, can we just say that there's like human skeletons in that hole? So who's been feeding them? Just saying. Heading out. See you later. The only person who likes me is my sister. Stepsister. Whatever. Down 50 GP. I took you in and I raised you, but there's nothing I can do to help. Please forgive me. I know I've told you this before, but your mother brought you to this village when you were just a baby. Soon afterwards, she disappeared. I took you in and have done my best to raise you, but now we must part. I truly hope you can find your mother someday. Goodbye, Rand. Whatever. Didn't like this town anyways. I'm only selling you stuff because the elder ordered it. What'll it be? I thought it would have been funny if he raised the prices on everything. At least he says thank you. Anything else? No. You have to equip new armor for you to protect you. Just I'll let you know. Alright. Here we go. Onwards and up. Vanished. Have everything you need. You are hereby banished from Potos Village. Now get out of here. I don't like you guys anyways. Oh look, it's the monster that's going to attack the village. Oh no. Cannon Travel Center. We, the Cannon Travel Brothers, are building a global network. Going to the Water Palace? Gemma's already left. You paid your way too. Hop in. Sure. Don't get hurt. Just slide into the cannon. Came from Pandora to fight Eleni, the witch in the haunted forest. That's Major Diluc. This mission will be full of danger, but we'll do our best. We need a whip to get through the shortcut to the castle of Eleni, the witch. I don't know why I paused in that. Major Diluc, all set. Right, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Let's go, Rand.
So, now what? Hey you, where's Luca?
Hey, how rude! Luca, it's nice to see you again.
Welcome.
What? You mean this girl was 200 years old? I'm hiding behind Gemma, it's so funny.
Luca, monsters are invading villages. He just fought one.
I know. The ebb and flow of water brings me news from around the world. Mana's power is growing weak. That's why this boy was able to take the sword. When he did, the balance of mana in this area shifted, and monsters revived. There are evil monsters working to steal away the power of the mana sword. By defeating those evil monsters, you can restore the sword's mana power. The power is kept in orbs. Looks like it regained some power from the mantis ant. There must be more hidden orbs which hold mana power for the sword. And you must find someone who can forge the sword to release its stored power.
Once, I was one of Luca's followers. I studied the power of mana, which sustains everything in this world.
Gemma, watch out for the Empire. It seeks to obtain the Mana Fortress.
You mean the one that destroys the world in the fairy tale?
That's no fairy tale. The Empire is trying to awaken it.
The Empire is trying to unlock the seals from the world's mana seeds. A bunch of strangers have already started snooping around this palace.
Something is very wrong in Pandora. Could the Empire be involved?
I don't know. Gemma, see the King of Pandora and tell him to be cautious.
Right. I'm on my way. Rand, you go to the cave called Gaia's Navel. Dwarves live in that cave. They make good weapons and know all about weapons. They may know somebody who can forge and empower that sword of yours. As your sword's power and skill level increase, so too will your ability.
Okay.
Rand, what are you so scared of?
Fortress.
Eons ago, the ancients used the Mana Fortress in their final battle, but even they could not control mana. In the end, it was your sword that saved the world. Survivors rebuilt the world to honor mana. That is the mana sword, but its power is gone. It used its last ounce of power to summon you.
Power?
Rand, the Empire must not restore the fortress. Regain the sword's power first, or all is lost.
What should I do?
You must become a hero who is worthy of the sword.
Okay.
Enough. Hold the sword up to the seed. You see, for a moment the seed and the sword became one. You have sealed the mana seed with your sword. Now, the mana power from the seed will be sent only to you and your sword. You'll be able to gain power from the mana seed wherever you are. The world has 8 palaces, Visit them all and receive the power from them all. Take this spear with you. Mana Guardians used it long ago.
Receive the spear.
It will grow and regain its power just like your mana sword. There must be more weapons like this spear in the world. Find them. I'll restore you. Want to save the game?
The game?
First, head for Gaia's navel, like Gemma said. Look for the underground palace. To reach Gaia's navel, head south, through the realm of Pandora.
All right, well, we have our marching orders. But yeah, with that, I'm going to call that an episode. It's a good start. I'm going to edit this and get this up for tomorrow, or today, however you want to look at it, the 2nd of November. So, but yeah, I might go ahead and do Luca's stuff with AI, just only because I already have it ready to go. But I think that may be the extent of it. In either case, I do want feedback. Let me know what you all think as far as that is concerned. But yeah, anyhow, friends, stay true to yourselves, follow your hearts, stay human, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.